Hey guys, back at it. This is day 300, 301, and 302 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This challenge started from a 100-day challenge, and those first 100 days were intuitively prompted after they came to me in a meditation session. So I was prompted through my intuition just to start this daily audio diary and post it to a large platform. I did not want to follow through, and then I had the same prompt 2 more times, so 3 total, and I eventually followed through. So now we are in the very end of things. We have hit the 300 mark, so we literally only have like 65 days left or 64 days left until completion, and then I'll probably take a break for a little bit and see how it goes. But this was just a personal project that I had started after being prompted for those first 100 days. So let's get right into it. Day 300, 301, and 302. This is a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The kids are tracked out, so they are on vacation mode, and I am also on vacation mode. We had a wonderful weekend. Well, I mean, separately, but today, Monday, was a day that the kids were still with their dad, and I just woke up, in a relaxed mode, no alarm set, kind of got up slowly and got to my workout and did the sauna finally, and then after I did my workout in the sauna and I got in the shower and got myself dressed, I went downstairs and, I started sorting out bins and taking pictures and listing more things that I've found in the house to sell. Over the weekend, I have listed and tried to sell a whole bunch of things, and so it's just a continuous thing that's going to be happening. So it's like every day people are messaging me, asking me about the things that I posted for sale. And some people come and pick them up and some people kind of flake out. And it's just, I'm riding the wave of the marketplace. So I hopped on the computer and I started to do some work with the coffee business, just kind of getting on, touching base with some people who had reached out to me, just connecting with certain people. And then I got into getting the trash situated and, like I said, packing more bins full of things, going through my clothes, going through the dresser. So it was just a really, nothing super exciting or amazing or crazy happened during this day. It was a normal Monday, vacation mode kind of. The kids were gone at their dad's. They came home later in the evening, afternoon. And then when they came home, greeted them, caught up with them, made sure that if they needed to eat something, that we ate something. I just had a super chill weekend and a super chill Monday. So for them to come back, I just wanted to be in a super calm, relaxed state. My son was asking me about why we're going to Florida and why we have to go and why can't we stay. And it somehow worked its way up to both of us kind of losing our shit, and we both lost it. And I was, really frustrated at myself because I just had the really relaxing, calm weekend, enough so that I felt like I should have been calmer in that situation. But I sat with myself. I sorted out my feelings. I calmed myself down. I figured out what reasoning he could have had to be upset and why he might not want to have gone to Florida. And I went and sat with him and talked it out and expressed that, I apologized for my actions. I apologized for losing it, and that nobody should be on the receiving end of that. I said, it has nothing to do with you and more to do with me. So for me to be vulnerable and able to do that was just something I wanted to show him. And then for him to know that both of us lost it and neither one of us deserved the receiving end of it. And for us to talk it out and figure out what he was frustrated and upset with in reality. And we did talk it out, and we did find out that he wanted to just hang out with his friends more because we're moving, because we always go to Florida on vacations, is what he said. Now we're going to be moving to Florida, so why can't we just stay here and hang out with his friends? And so we talked through it, and we talked that, the plan was already made. And it's not like this is the last time he'll be coming back, because his dad will be here. And every weekend he's here with his dad. He can reach out to his friends and hang out if possible. So we did a lot of work through that. And then we were able to come together and be okay in the end of the night. The next day, it was Tuesday, and, I just chilled in the morning, took it easy, got up, did some stretching, did a little bit of yoga, continued to do more packing and sorting, and then the chiropractor for my daughter was in the afternoon, so I got her up, I got myself up to go, and we both went to the chiropractor. And then once the chiropractor was done, we came home, and then she got into her room and to sorting some of her stuff in her room. And my son was really just with all of this, getting upset the previous day, talking about his friends, and then we were talking about pets, and he really wants to get a pet, but we're not able to get one in the place we're renting now, and then we'll be living with family. And so I don't think we'll be able to get one then. And I said, well, how about we go to somewhere where we can pet and play with animals? And so we actually went to 2 places that were not places that had pets to pet. And then we finally found our way to one, and we played with a little puppy for about over an hour. And he just had such a great time playing with this puppy and just getting snuggles and cuddles, and it made him happy and excited. And we came home, and he just was in such a better, different mood. Also, I had listed my bed for sale because I was like, it's heavy. I don't really want to move it. I'm going to end up getting a new mattress anyway. So let me just list it for sale now. And hopefully, by the time we move, somebody will purchase it. So a guy messaged me and was like, I could pick it up right now today. It's like, oh, okay. So I did a little bit of spot treatment on some areas, and the people came to pick up the mattress. And so we got the mattress out and got the frame out. And then it was like, well, now we don't have a bed. So then I got some makeshift, all the comforters and all the extra things to make a little floor mattress, which was, it was fine, because I'm going to plan on doing that anyway. So it's just, funny how things work. And so having the whole fun day with my daughter, the chiropractor, and my son at the place with the puppies, and then watching the show with my daughter in the evening, hanging out and getting snuggles from my son on the sofa, talking about puppies, talking about pets, then having an adventure of creating a floor bed, and, woke up the next day on Wednesday. We have the dentist appointment at 9:00 in the morning. So I definitely set my alarm. I got up early. Sleeping on the floor was fine. No aches and pains. Actually felt really good and rested. And, it was, there's no complaints on this side. So got to my workout, got myself ready and dressed, got the kids up and ready to go. We got in the car and we hit a little bit of traffic on the way. And traffic didn't really make us late, and nobody said anything about us being late. And so we just went right in and got our appointments done. I got mine done. My daughter got hers done. My son got his done. And then we were leaving, and I was talking to the kids about how they did, and they were both like complaining that their mouth was sore, their teeth kind of hurt, and my son was like definitely needing a lot of work with like flossing and gums and stuff. And I was like, actually, I was the one who was a little nervous, not really nervous, but like the last year and a half, almost 2 full years, I've had really bad problems with my mouth, where it's been like super deep pockets in my gums, bleeding all the time, all sorts of pain. They've had to do like extra cleanings, and they even like prescribed me some like perio stuff. And I was just like going in with the mindset of my gums, my mouth, my teeth, everything is healed. There's not going to be one spot that they comment on. And I've been doing this oil pulling treatment, which is like castor oil and coconut oil, so fractionated coconut oil, because it doesn't solidify. So like 2 squirts of castor oil and 3 squirts of coconut oil, the fractionated coconut oil, and then swish it for 5 to 10 minutes every morning. And I've been doing that for exactly a week. And so that's really the only change. I don't use mouthwash. I don't use toothpaste. I don't even floss my teeth at this point. I just use my toothbrush, and I use water, and I brush away all the junk and gunk. And every once in a while, I'll get like the baking powder, baking soda, because I really do forget sometimes which one it is. But the one like in the orange box, Arm & Hammer. And I'll brush my teeth with the powder just to get any gunk off if I feel like I need to deep clean it. And I went in and I sat in the chair and I did my manifestation, my mantras, like my mouth is clean, my mouth is healthy, my mouth is like going to have a perfect review, everything's healed, everything's perfect. And exactly what the dentist said. Wow, everything looks great. Like, no problems at all. And they didn't say, they were surprised that everything was, like, so much better than it was before. And my mouth didn't hurt when I left the dentist. It was, like, it felt just, like, lovely. So I was just, like, set on such a high after that appointment. Just, like, yes, it all worked out. My mindset shift and the oil worked, and like I'll have the kids start doing the oil in their mouth so that they can, keep their gums and stuff in check. But I think it's a combination of those things that just helps me push through. I've been doing a lot of work on my gut too. So like eating the kiwis in the morning, and doing somebody was actually trying to call me, so that was funny. It kind of paused their recording. But doing kiwis in the morning on an empty stomach after after I kind of have a minute in the morning. I don't eat it right away. I might eat it like 12 o'clock or something. And I've been not doing too much. Like I said, that would really go too far to just completely shift the way my mouth was feeling in a week, other than the oil and the mindset. So I would have to say that those things just definitely worked. I was on a high. Like I said, we came home from that and we did a few things in the house. And then I was like, hey guys, my son was bugging me to go back and see the puppy. So I was like, hey guys, let's go. So we got in the car and we went to go see the puppy all together and hang out and play with it. My daughter too. And then we went to go get ice cream, all of us, and hang out and have ice cream and be in the sun for a minute. And then we went to the thrift store to drop off some stuff that I had in my trunk. And then we came home. And then my daughter asked me to help her go through her whole entire room and closet. So that was, for me, the rest of the day, where I was just like in her room, helping her with all of her clothes and stuff. And she got rid of 3 giant laundry baskets full of things to get rid of. So I know that must feel amazing just to have gone through so much. But yeah, so the rest of the evening, like, I was getting pretty tired, and I started some laundry, and the kids were doing their own things, and I just sat down on the sofa and I asked my daughter if she wanted to finish watching our show. And we got to, watching some of it while she was doing her homework. And it's silly she has homework on break, but she does. So get that done. And then my son was playing games and doing things. And his sister gave him some toys that she was no longer interested in. So he was playing with those for a while. But yeah, it was a great couple of days. That, like I said, this is 300, 301, and 302, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Just because of all the vacation mode, sometimes I forget to sit down and actually do my recordings, but got them done. And so the next couple of days, it'll be getting the van and packing it up, and then getting on the road and driving. So I might again do some combo episodes where it's like a whole bunch of days together. But then we'll be in Florida and we'll have some, fun time. And then I'll have some time where I need to, get some paperwork and stuff done for the kids' schools. But it'll be a great time. And I thank you guys so much for listening in, supporting me this way. If you feel so led, you can subscribe, like, share, comment, all of the things or none of the things. And I hope you have the most magical day. Keep those manifestations, those mantras, those positive vibes going. 5 minutes before you wake up and touch your phone in the morning, and 5 minutes after you put everything away before you go to sleep at night. Perfect times to bookend and maximize on putting yourself in that positive mindset, mind frame, higher vibration state. So I thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.